Your person is in a state of deep turmoil, longing desperately to reach out to you. The weight of their actions and words bears down heavily on them, and they can no longer ignore the truth of how harshly and heartlessly they treated you. This realization has struck them with full force, leaving them overwhelmed by the knowledge of the pain they caused. They understand now that they have disappointed you in ways that go far beyond the surface. The bond of trust and reliance that you once shared has been severely damaged, perhaps even broken entirely. They are acutely aware that their behavior has led to a profound fracture in your relationship, one that may never fully heal. As they reflect on their past actions, it becomes clear to them that the harm they inflicted wasn't just emotional, it was also a deep betrayal of the trust you placed in them. They know now that they didn't just break your heart, they shattered the very foundation of trust that held your relationship together. This understanding is a heavy burden for them to bear, especially as they watch you move forward with your life, seemingly stronger and more resilient without them. The sight of you thriving in their absence fills them with a deep sense of loss and regret. They can't help but feel that they have missed out on something truly special, something they may never have the chance to regain. Your person often finds themselves overcome with emotion, crying in the shower as they grapple with the reality of what they've lost. The thought of how they treated you, someone so kind and beautiful, with such cruelty, is almost unbearable for them. They wish with all their heart that they could go back in time and say the words that would have healed rather than hurt, and make the choices that would have brought you closer instead of driving you apart. They are now painfully aware that they lacked the maturity and emotional depth required to handle the authenticity and realness of the relationship you offered them. In their immaturity, they made hasty decisions and wrong choices, actions they now deeply regret. But something within them has begun to change. They are in the early stages of an awakening process, one that is forcing them to confront the consequences of their actions and to reevaluate their approach to relationships. As they go through this awakening, they find themselves recalling everything you ever said to them, every piece of wisdom you shared, and every moment of connection that once existed between you. These memories are a source of both comfort and pain for them, as they remind them of what they had and what they lost. They see you now as someone standing tall, strong, and unshakable, fully in your power. You have become a beacon of resilience, focusing on your own life, building your financial stability, and ensuring that you are abundant in every sense of the word. In your current state, you are not only focused on your material success, but also on nurturing the bonds with your family and the people who truly matter to you. The universe is guiding you, helping you to remain unaffected by the lingering energy of your person's turmoil. Whenever you feel a wave of anxiety or pain, know that this energy is not your own. It is a reflection of the emotional breakdown they are experiencing. They are going through a period of intense suffering, missing you more than they can express. This emotional turmoil has brought them to their absolute breaking point, both mentally and physically. The universe has been relentless in sending them lessons, tower moments that force them to face the harsh realities of their actions. They are being tested in every aspect of their life, financially, mentally, and physically, and these hardships have left them feeling lost and broken. Despite this, they remain deeply curious about you, consumed by thoughts of how you are doing and what you are feeling. Their feelings for you have not diminished. In fact, they have only grown stronger in your absence. Your person's current intention is to clear the confusion and misunderstandings that have come between you. They are desperate to communicate with you, to express their desire to see you again and to find a way to move forward together. They now understand the pain they caused you when they held back their actions, when they chose to withhold their true feelings instead of being open and honest. This realization has hit them hard, and they are determined to make amends if given the chance. They want to find a path back to you, to rebuild what was lost and to show you that they have grown and changed. But they also know that the road ahead will not be easy and that regaining your trust may be the greatest challenge they have ever faced. I feel like I've missed an incredibly rare and precious opportunity with you, and this realization weighs heavily on my heart. Outwardly, I maintain a facade, telling everyone that I'm happy and doing okay, but deep inside, nothing could be further from the truth. I feel as though my ship has sailed with you, and the thought of that makes me overwhelmingly sad. I try to present myself as independent and strong, someone who is thriving without you, but it's just a mask I wear to hide the emptiness I feel inside. The reality is, I'm far from fulfilled, and every day without you feels like a struggle. I find myself longing for your love, your presence, and the comfort that only you could bring. There's this deep yearning within me to reach out to you, to bridge the distance that has grown between us. I want to grab your hand and pull you close, to feel your warmth, to hear your voice, and to experience your presence in every way possible. I miss the way you made me feel safe, loved, and understood. I want to touch you, to breathe in your scent, and to reconnect with the compassion we once shared. Without you, my life feels incomplete, and no matter how hard I try to convince myself or those around me that I'm fine, I know I'm not. The spark that once fueled my life has dimmed, and I no longer feel the same excitement or inspiration that I once did. I've noticed a change in myself since we've been apart. The things that used to bring me joy, like exploring new places and meeting new people, no longer hold the same appeal. My travel plans, once a source of excitement and adventure, have lost their luster. All I want now is to stay close to home, to the places where we spent so much time together, and to immerse myself in memories of you. It's as if being in those familiar places is the only way I can still feel connected to you, even if it's just energetically. The thought of being with anyone else feels empty and uninspiring. I don't want to explore other relationships or even entertain the idea. I've come to realize that I draw the greatest pleasure simply from being around you, and nothing else compares. You are more than just a romantic partner to me, you are my best friend, my confidant, and my source of joy. Losing that connection has left me feeling lost and unfulfilled. I think it's time for me to stop lying to myself and others about how I truly feel. This mask I've been wearing, pretending that I'm fine without you, is starting to crack. I'm finally ready to face the truth and admit that I've been deeply affected by our separation. I know now that I need to reach out to you, to extend some form of apology, and to express how much I want you back in my life. The emotional attachment I feel toward you is incredibly strong, and the physical attraction has never waned. In fact, it has only grown stronger with time. It's difficult for me to put these feelings into words because they run so deep. But I'm starting to understand that what I feel for you goes beyond mere attraction. It's something profound, something I can no longer ignore. I've developed deep, genuine feelings for you, and I need to talk to you about them. When I think of you, I'm overwhelmed with emotion, as if a crucial part of my life is missing. You are so vital to me, more than you may ever know. I feel passionately about you, and it's not just because of the way you look or the way you make me feel. It's everything about you, the way you carry yourself, your energy, your vitality. You are full of life, sweetness, and sensuality, and I find myself irresistibly drawn to that. You have this incredible sense of style, a confidence that commands attention, and a way of knowing exactly what you want. I've always admired how you seamlessly combine thoughtfulness with action, how you don't just think or feel, but you do. This blend of intellect, emotion, and decisiveness is something I've always looked for in someone, and you embody it perfectly. In many ways, you've been a guiding force in my life, even if you didn't realize it. You have a way of making decisions and taking charge that I find incredibly attractive, and I've come to realize that I need that direction. I love how you balance thinking, feeling, and taking action, and it's one of the many reasons I'm so deeply drawn to you. Without you, I feel lost, uninspired, and bored. There's no one else who excites me, who makes me want to explore life, and who gives me the same sense of fulfillment that you do. The more time passes, the more I realize just how important you are to me, and how much I need you back in my life.